Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
Nothing but green ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
It's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
Touchdown.
Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got and the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it.
14, LSU 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Stokes. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water balls, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a man, it's Stokes. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? On the run, it's Owens. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas A&M 21, LSU 0.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong there.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And on second down for this offense. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He wants to throw. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC championship game. And that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. And you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
caught over the middle. It's Durham. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 21, LSU 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
Here we go.
Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Now.
It's a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Nice hands on the right sideline as he has it for a huge gain.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they give them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
The give out of the gun. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air, it's Wegman. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Fires to the right. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He's looking for a man on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early.
They're intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
LSU 0.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. First and 10.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Back to throw, it's Collins. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Aggies. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
LSU 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to...
And it's picked off for the third time today. Oh, he wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Right back to the well. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. A&M comes back out with another first down. From the gun, give on the inside. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded it.
Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. BYU has the lead right now, but this Lavelle Edwards Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Utah. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Stokes. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He's looking to throw it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. Man, did he get walloped on that play.
He did. He got smashed, but what happened? He got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care if I get hit. Coach, I got me a touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Touchdown.
These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
LSU 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Fires to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
3rd down coming up.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off.
Let's go!
Touch pass on the run. All kinds of running room. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started.
Set to kick it off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. Their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He uncorks one deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver, because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
To throw, it's Stokes. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Working on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pressure coming. Using his feet to buy time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They run the reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
And you got to love this if you're the defensive coordinator, because your defense stayed disciplined. They didn't over-pursue to the running back. They stayed home, played great with their eyes, and they were able to make the tackle.
Feeling some heat. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency, because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Aggies have this offense rolling. Now from inside the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, isn't it? It's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before when you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the route is on.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Number 2.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down.
And the 11. And your LSU Tigers will take over. First and 10.
The offense lining up for a first down play.